When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Alford. Got a little space. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most important, get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. It's a running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Swings it out to the flat.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. The toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finding an escape route. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Alford. Flips it out in the flat. Easel got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. The run to the left. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
He's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
off play action. There's the pressure. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun end, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go. Hey, finish.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a fumble on the press. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
They could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th and long from their own 42. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. To the air, it's Alford. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Knocked off his feet.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense putting points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Finally run out of bounds, but he gets it all the way back to the 45-yard line and really sets up his offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. This time he's got it. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over UTEP. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And some room to work. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get...
And it's blocked. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They'll try to get outside. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Still looking on the move. He's got an open man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. They'll throw it from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back has it. Turning it on. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to run for it. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to scramble. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 28.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Running it to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Alford. It's complete to the left. That's a 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch down the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. This time on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Slams ahead. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense.
Timeout, Texas.
And the Longhorns buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Alford. Caught near the sticks, it's Jordan. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Final stats of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's in open space downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
It's caught downfield. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the back. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Creates a little room. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Running to Green. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They get to the line quickly.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
the defense has had absolutely no answer for. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's screen. There he goes. Got the first down and more. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A full dive to haul that one in. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Yeah, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Alford. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Alford. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Going deep. Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the Texas offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.